You hamper my attention with your distantness.
Combatant observed.
I'll handle this. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Yeah. Resorting to violence.
An enemy.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Return to
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
forget the sad little sprat in his corrugated metal cage. Why
Unfriendly
don't you
nearby.
unlock the door and come out, sprat? Nobody's here.
Proceeding to attack. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Wrist weapon prime! Combatant scanned.
Friend of friends are a greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians. Thank you very, very much for dealing with those cult... it seems you missed one.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitorous charlatans.
I can see it would be best for me to tactically overlook your comrade. Very well. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife, that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium. Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range. Survived is something of an overstatement. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. I would be more sympathetic to their collective plight, had they not promised to insert every item in this room down my throat in reverse alphabetical order. Although it requires further investigation and experimentation, out of phase refers to a shift in the dimensional presence of these cultists. They are physically here, but only partially, hence their unseen state. It's fascinating. But the outstanding fear for my life has made it difficult to think scientifically. Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
To any fool enough to approach my holdout, I once again ask you to stop. Path ahead is filled with unseen traps. Whether cultist or wayward scientist, you will be killed. I cannot afford your interruption. Once more, please cease. Please. I never wanted this situation to escalate like this. You must understand. But now, all that I wanted is cast to the wind. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die. Because the Order cannot be hindered by war or by compromise. Any obstacles must be removed, as much as I regret the need to do so. If DeVries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the Order shall find its way to truth. Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character. You read my terminal. I cannot. No. I deny what you're saying. Whatever my personal feelings, the Order's success is more important. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you.
I beg to differ. I'd likely understand any analytical or theoretical justification you claim to have better than you do, scientician.
I heard tell of an Order operative recently being spotted in the field. A legendary figure who'd been absent for years. One who'd be eminently capable of understanding the difficult decisions that must be made for humankind's ascension. That's you, isn't it? The end point?
You are correct, Victor. I am the endpoint, and I am well equipped to understand your reasoning, should it be sound.
Very well. I can spare words with you. Explain my perspective. It won't prevent me from doing what I must. If the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end. If what you say is true, then you have my tentative thanks. However, scientific certainty would absolutely have prevented that from happening. We would have predicted it. DeVries opened my eyes. The Order is on the path to absolute truth. And if they are not interrupted, this truth can be pursued. The one right path for humanity revealed to us. Politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. And no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray. What? How do you not understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself? that's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees. I don't want to admit it. As we've spoken, I've fought harder and harder to justify what we're doing. But you're right. I can't fight you any longer. I still believe there are acceptable risks, acceptable losses. But all of this is beyond acceptable. I've been a fool going along with this farce. But it stops now. My relationship with Augustine is at an end.
This poor fool seemed intent on doing himself and us both. Impressive work convincing him otherwise. Let's say I have a go at him with my disemboweling knife. See what he knows. Your loss. Don't like to boast, but I am quite the artiste with a knife.
I believe that's another thanks I owe you. You certainly keep interesting company. I found a way to, via the use of processed N-rays, send objects out of phase. It was inconsistent, but I was close to isolating the procedure. DeVries needed explosives for her plan. By making them unseen, the explosives could be placed as efficiently as possible. No one would be maimed or injured, just killed. Saying that out loud now, it sounds unreal. But somehow, I convinced myself that leaving no survivors was more humane. It's a shame I can't speak to a vicar. Here, it is the key to my quarters. Take whatever you find. That will ensure that I cannot use any of it to further DeVries' aims, even if I wanted to. You've certainly convinced me I cannot remain here. May we meet again, when the paths of our lives are at greater apexes. I owe you not only my life, but the sheer knowledge that you've turned me from a terrible path. I will make... make the most of it. I promise you.
My fellow Loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Swear I can't lie low for 20 years without everything in the Order falling apart. Well, suppose we better head to the monastery now, yes?
Boy, damn it! We've killed every traitor in this place, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch wasn't among them. The leader of a cell. In this case, that would be Ziegler. And extinguishing him is obviously our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices. I saw one of them earlier. We should go see what information it will yield to us. I'll mark your map with its location. this is it. The Dawn's communication device. Let's see what I can find on it. Not much, but there are a few encrypted messages from Ziegler reporting on a rift in Paradise Island he was sent to study. Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. Well, it's of no consequence. Now that I know where he is, let's go show him the error of his ways. I'm right behind you, but not in a threatening way.
day today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treaties.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Hostilities are afoot. Recharge for mayhem!
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon Den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Wind-borne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the Audacious Advances field team. Quiet now as we approach the Rap's nest. Certainly the spirited variety will offer... Oh, no! Oh, okay. We need to run now!
Mobilizing. I have a fix on their weaknesses. vulnerabilities identified. Combatant scanned. Investigating. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Combatant scan.
I'm not going to deny killing these traitors was invigorating, but their leader still needs to be dealt with. That I'm really going to enjoy.
Why are you still alive? There's been some ghastly mistake. Yeah. We must speak on the latest revelation before you compound it by killing me. You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. Otherwise, you'd have killed yourself and saved us all the trouble. It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this before you killed so many loyal members of the Dawn. But so be it. Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well?
I'm thinking I'd normally just kill this idiot where he stands, but I must know what in the architect's name he's going on about. Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn. How could you think there was a legitimate kill order on me?
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high, when you yourself exhorted us constantly to never do such?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it. Why the fuck not? You're such the jester, Commander. You actually had me going there for a minute. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. It's time to stick Ziegler here like a cysty pig on a spit. Yeah.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Standing by to supervise. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty. If only it were that simple. It should be impossible for someone to infiltrate our communication systems, especially when it comes to a high-level communique. Unless they somehow have our codes. This could only mean that one of our members has been compromised. Damn straight they should have. I have no idea. If I go anywhere near one of our encampments, I'll be forced to kill members who believe they're following orders. Of course, any member of the Dawn who turns on me without thinking is asking for death, but this could still make solving this even more difficult. Don't worry. I'll stay on as part of your crew until I get this all figured. It's given me an impressive amount of opportunities for killing, and all the killing helps me think.
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Well, I suppose it can't reflect badly on me to simply report the facts. And you have already made me look better in the eyes of the executives. All right, I'll send it. And if you'll leave me, I've got lots left to attend to. But do come back if you can be of any further use to me.
Plants, slaughterhouses, and stockyards. Not only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet it's almost unbearable.
We believe so much in this delicious, cost-cutting measure, we're rushing it to market. Following a modicum of testing, slurry loafs will soon be found in all of our food products.
Auntie's Choice. We put the art in artificial.
What nature made accidentally, we created on purpose.
Threat detected.
Check your scope. Target X. Combatant scan.
Stay back! Oh, wait. You aren't one of those damn scrappers. Apologies, stranger. These eyes don't see as well as they used to. Perhaps it was fate you met me here. A capable sort like you is akin to an oasis in a hellish wasteland. So might you be willing to help an old, injured man with a simple task? I was injured attempting to scale that cliff face to the estate. Wouldn't do to have a fresh wound out in the open, where anything might happen upon me. So I hunkered down here. See, I came here to salvage my, memoir manuscripts. I left some files behind when I fled the estate after the war broke out. Tragic, yes, but what else was an old man to do? If you're keen to help, one file's in a locker in the tram station. The other's in the mansion, in the late vigilance quarters. Simple to collect, once you get past the scrappers. Thank you kindly for the concern, but I've got it sorted. I've already imbibed enough tubes of antibiotics. I can actually hear the infection subsiding if I listen closely. The best treatment, my good apparent doctor, is to find those manuscripts I hold dear. Oh, bless your kindly nature. Do return promptly should you happen upon those, scribblings of mine.
Walk back. Best get Adrena time for it.
Proceeding to it.
Aggressor ahead.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Loading so I can unload!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. in crime! Adversary vulnerabilities identified. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Batten scan. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Gotta beat.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have to record this. Were the written orders really not enough? Void damn scrappers. Listen up, you, hard-working scrappers. Anti-Choice needs you to bring scrap. Bring whole armloads to drop location 14C. 14C. You bring scrap, we give Adrena time. Very simple. Special.
Yeah.
Bring us an order targeting system. Get lots of Adrena time. And remember, if any scrapper attacks us again, no Adrena time for anyone. 14C, scrap. Adrena time, no fighting, no violence. That's all. Hopefully even your rotting gray matter can comprehend this.
Enemy in vicinity.
Mobilizing. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Check your scopes for Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Yeah. resorting to violence. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Loading up. Trouble it is. Gunstrike.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Combatant scan.
Error. Navigation systems offline. Unable to locate designated path. Greetings. This unit is unable to fulfill its programming. Are you able to assist this unit in its assigned duties? This unit is unable to execute its programming due to tampering. Navigational and other systems have been compromised. This unit is now being used as a target, which is not among its designated functions. This unit must return to Matriarch's Mercy to dispense medical care in order to fulfill its programming. Searching for last known location of charging pad. Success! 1 entry found. Processing optimal path toward Matriarch's Mercy. Return sequence will be initiated once path is determined. Clarification of purpose confirmed. This unit will arrive at its destination with 0.02% higher efficiency. Thank you, qualified engineer.
Casualties are afoot.
Enemy spotted.
Well, that hill's not going to climb itself. I'll handle this.
Unfriendly country.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
There's my Drenna time.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Combatant
Just give me the time. Smart. Reloading so I can unload.
mobilizing.
Close. They are.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
We're going to have to just enjoy a nice hike without getting to kill anyone.
Who there? You're a
Corpificator is charged. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Better keep my lamps open. Make it. Gotta beat the thieves!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their... Combatant scan. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Adrena time! Get it!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Wrist weapon primed!
Target analyzed.
Recharged for mayhem!
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
Target analyzed.
You know we're in hard times when even the scavengers are starving.
Hostilities are afoot.
Friendly company.
Combatant scan. Adversary vulnerable. Have a fix on their weaknesses.
Recharge for mayhem!
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Torpificator at ready status. Check your scopes.
Diagnostic mode disabled. Re-engaging security protocols. Complete. Beginning patrol for hostile elements.
Tramicular. Always fun to say. Say, isn't it? Tramicular.
Visual scan.
can almost see my old barracks from here.
Nice what they've done with the place.
This window. Don't like it. These strangers. Should rip them out, shatter them, transfer them with ourselves.
Yes, yes! Grab an order glass scrawler next outing. They'll display us in the standing before we cut them up.
Enemy moving into harm's way. From me.
Ratcheting up there to have a fix on their weaknesses. Combatant scan. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Go for qualification.
You ain't worth scrap!
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Short initiative.
Moving on up!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Combatant scan.
There is a strange sort of humor in the onset of the first war in Arcadia's history, within a few days of my being assigned here. As far from Protectorate society as possible, Golden Ridge suffers under an invading force, and moreover, it appears that our Order colleagues have betrayed us. At first, I lamented my isolation, but I've realized I was where I needed to be of service. The scores of abandoned subjects need a leader. I have enlisted the staff at these estates to help accept the first influx of still loyal Protectorate refugees. More shall come. I shall lead them out of the shadows and into the light. For the good of the Protectorate. This is my calling.
Silly old fool, coming here with... Ah, you've returned in one piece. Did you, perchance, acquire those, Oh, don't you worry about that. Come now, hand them over. Ah, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. My handlers will be mighty pleased with these, indeed. Just a local logistical agent operating here on Sub Rosa's behalf. Undoubtedly, you've heard of us. She sent me here to collect these files. They were meticulously kept by the Vigilant who lived here before the war. Prominent woman, knew many folk, before a landmine dashed such hopes. Yes, I lied. But stealing? Come now, is it a crime to simply pick up what's been abandoned? You're a gatherer, not a thief. Now, this little old spider has to get his affairs in order. Here's something for your troubles. Farewell. Before I forget, stop by Agent Kobor in Matriarch's Mercy if you ain't already. Helping me should be enough to get you past her lackey. Now get! Now to patch myself up and return home. Come on, Spider. Gather your energy.
Got a bad feel about this line, hon. Don't like being so exposed. Hell of a thing coming all this way just to catch a bullet on the camp's doorstep.
You worry too much, my dear. Even the Protectorate isn't much in the business of murdering refugees. And there aren't many Protectorate nearby.
Sorry. Got a bad feel about this line, hon. Don't like being so exposed. Hell of a thing.
I'm going to lend a hand at the exclusion zone. Tend to the injured as best I can.
That's very good of you. Doc Beardsley needs...
Any luck with the Sprat hunt? Decent quality, all things considered. Frankie's work is second to none. You can tell the good doctor I'll be around shortly, armed with needle and thread, calipers, and my finest jar of glass eyes. Oh, no, thank you. It's always a pleasure to bring passion to one's work, even when that passion is a tad morbid. Be seeing ya, Agent.
Thus, if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside the settlement to outside, we gain minute insight.
Good to see the Order looking after others. Sometimes that particular tenant gets lost among all the delightful math.
An avoidable, predictable tragedy.
Thanks to you, our automechanical doctor has been dispensing medication and setting broken limbs with tireless efficiency. Take this. On behalf of the Order and the displaced, I thank you. Now, will there be anything else? From a medical standpoint, the taxidermist doctor was an unconventional choice. But I can't deny the results. A little token of my appreciation for a job well done. Now, will there be anything else? My supplies are running low. But then again, so are my bits. Very well. Suppose I can't help anyone if I'm poor.
Perhaps you could discover one of these brutes and become... such a lofty...
Some ancient wisdom from an academic so entitled today's inquisitive laypeople youth. Time for...
Grand Architect! First an attack on the monastery and now the lift code's not working? Am I misremembering it? No. Unless...
Ah! I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Currently, that is. Well, then. I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct? We utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible, and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths. More what to watch out for, advisement on adhering to the plan, forecasts of probabilistic dangers, elements of larger predictions made relevant to groups and individuals. The Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After years of study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense. Unforeseen factors, random elements, anomalous outliers, incalculable variables, all of them can undercut the accuracy of our predictions. But as we close in on solving the universal equation, unknown unknowns will become known unknowns. Then finally, known knowns. You follow? Matriarch's mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area. There's nothing more practical than improving lives now, is there? We've offered the displaced access to our weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions. Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly. I believe my services will be increasingly sought after the more of the displaced learn of our methods. Vicar Orendi, for instance, is assiduously occupied with such efforts. One of our recent guests, Rollo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well. True, my situation does lack a certain refinement. Regrettably, this is Matriarch's mercy. Well, I do believe you're needed elsewhere. Farewell.
Yes. Well, if the Archivist said so, I suppose I can factor out a moment. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine. The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime. If I can help others in need today, with the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one can hardly appreciate you respecting my time.
Friends, neighbors, while you shelter in Matriarch's mercy, heed the teachings of the Order.
Go on. You take care now. You hear?
Abstain from disposing rubbish in sanitation infrastructure. Remember, chalkboards are for erudition and edification only. Hygienic products are solely intended for bathing use, not fermentation into inebriating intoxicants.
Ruth Bassar, by calculating the position of every atom in the universe, we can predict the future, control reality, and ascend to a state of virtual godhood.
My noggin sure is sore. Oh, aching head.
Disease, explosions, now falling rocks. How much abuse is one refugee supposed to take?
I don't think you know the answer to that question.
Algorithmic dissonance? Don't even like the
So many
sound of it.
dead. Places falling
How could something
apart.
be incalculable?
If I
Why,
found
the
a
very
way
idea
off
is
this
preposterous.
rock, would you... No, it's stupid.
I'd follow you anywhere.
You would? Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Sorry. Got some kind of tickle in my chest.
Yes.
You're all right, Anatoly.
Though we await the end times,
You look a little pale.
I say we do something comforting.
Wait right here and I'll find you an expectorant.
No. We lose our spot in line, we ain't gonna have anywhere to go. I ain't going back to corpse disposal. No. We have to stay here.
All those poor people. Dead. Do you know what killed them?
Yes. The
My
avalanche.
noggin
The
sure
rocks.
is sore.
It was apathy that killed them. No one cared enough to guide them, to warn them against crowding into the exclusion zone.
But it was also the rocks that killed them. Mostly the rocks.
Ow.
Can't believe they're all gone.
I do recall the Order warning about something like that happening, albeit somewhat indirectly.
I can hardly believe I'm still standing. I can hardly believe I'm still standing.
Have you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery? The Oracle?
The one Wily designed, right? Uses a tracking algorithm, never misses. Sounds ambitious, even for him.
I'd give my tenure for an hour along with it and a mantisaur at 2 clicks.
Agent, oh, thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer, Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. Peace talks? Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? Against a friend? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? No, I can't discuss this right now. The monastery. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind his back. But I needed him. I still need him. I'm not the savant he is, never have been. If he'd advanced beyond his current role, my deficiencies would have been made manifest to all. I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy. Representatives of Auntie's Choice in the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that. But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways. I have full confidence in your skills. You are an Earth Directorate agent, after all. For myself, I regret to say I'm a peacetime abbot. I was never meant to navigate a war. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you. Well, that's certainly a relief. Let's hope we live long enough to enjoy the fruits of your diplomatic labor.
assure you these traitors haven't factored us into their equations. Ready to be the hole in their math?
Yeah. Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift. It must be unlocked.
Seer Wiley said I wasn't on his list and let me go. He must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
Void it all! I told him he wasn't going to make it! Is this why Wily Zilk spared him? Because the seer already predicted this would be his fate? Hey, body's not even cold yet. Show a little respect. Roger always said he wanted his body donated to the Order if it'd help advance the plan. And I'm sure this wasn't what he had in mind.
Those outside the Order and some within it claim that all things happen for a reason. The wise of us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today,
I swear, the more he talks, the more pain it makes me want to inflict on his person.
hold that belief in your minds. It's true. And do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the Order, and some simpletons within it, claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst, setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen yourself, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution.
Aggressor at hand.
Nice of Seer Wiley to leave us this nightlight. Rejuvenation device.
That device may be the deciding factor in whether you live or die in the near future. Unless you can expedite hemostasis and proliferate new tissue on your own within a fraction of a second.
No. But I have been told my pain tolerance exceeds normal thresholds.
Your mother must be so proud.
I must admit, rifts add an element of exotic probability to my typical predictable polynomials.
Proceeding to attack.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Those are N-ray junction boxes. That scanner might be useful to see how this place is wired up.